Hello everyone, welcome back to Techie Pocket, and today we're going to be comparing my Dell Optiplex GX620 to the 2010 Mac Mini. These computers are both fairly cheap to find on eBay. You can generally find them for around $80 to $200, and they have their uses, and so we're going to be comparing them to see which one you should choose as your next cheapo PC. Okay, so first I just want to say thanks to the 8-Bit guy for sending me some footage of his 2010 Mac Mini, and of course the only reason why is just so that your guys' eyes don't have to be bored. Anyways, now let's begin the battle. So first off, the price. On eBay you can generally find a fully loaded Optiplex GX620 for around $80 to $30. While a 2010 Mac Mini can usually be found for $270, although if you look good enough, you can win some bids and or buy it for around $80. So I'm still guessing this is a fair video. Next is the tech specs. My Optiplex GX620 has 4 GB of RAM, and the 2010 Mac Mini only has 2 GB of RAM. Do note though that the Mac Mini does support up to 16 GB of RAM, while the Optiplex is stuck at 4 GB of RAM maximum. The Optiplex is using an Intel Pentium D945 at 3.4 GHz, while the Mac is running on an Intel Core 2 Duo P8600 clocked at 2.4 GHz. Both computers are using a dual-core processor. You can see the full specs for the Mac Mini linked in this video's description, so I'm not going to be talking about all that. So now let's begin the benchmarks with Geekbench 4. The 2010 Mac Mini scored 1508 on the single-core test and 2452 on the multi-core test, while my Optiplex GX620 scored 998 on the single-core test and 1659 on the multi-core test. Next up, I'm going to test Cinebench, Handbrake, and just for fun, a little bit of American Truck Simulator. I don't see a need for me to read you guys all this, so here it is on your screen. Okay, so now you've seen it, but what about video editing? Well, I don't know of any professional video rendering software that would work good on both Mac and PC, so I asked the 8-Bit guy how long it takes him. He said it takes 15 to 20 minutes to render a 10-minute vid in Final Cut Pro X on his 2010 Mac Mini. Although he does render in 720p 60 FPS, and his Mac Mini has 8 GB of RAM. So, with our 2 GB RAM Mac Mini, that 20 minutes render time may become more like 45 or even an hour and 20 minutes. Video rendering on the Optiplex, however, well, Vegas Pro 14 could not open as it's a 64-bit application. Movie Maker, of course, worked fine. Don't even bother with that. Okay, so now you guys can hopefully decide whether you want an Optiplex GX620 or a 2010 Mac Mini. If you guys enjoyed this video or if it was helpful to you, give it a thumbs up. But if you guys hated this video and think I should not produce these kind anymore, give it a thumbs down and tell me why in the comments below. I'll see you guys next video. Bye.